Hi, boys and girls. I hope you all had a great spring break and that you are ready to get back into learning this week. For today's reading lesson, I'm going to be sharing this story with you. It's called The Grouchy Ladybug by Carle. And you might recognize his name because we've read a couple other stories written by him earlier this school year, such as The Mixed Up Chameleon, The Very Hungry Caterpillar. He was the author and illustrator of those books as well. And those are two important words that we need to remember. So I made some cards here to help us remember what those words mean. Author is someone who writes the words in a story, and illustrator is someone who makes the pictures. And Carle does both of those important jobs for this story, The Grouchy Ladybug. I also have 3 vocabulary words to share with you. These are words that we might not know the meaning of, but we're going to use the pictures and some other clues in the story to help us figure out what these words mean. So the first one is aphid. Then we have grouchy, and this is actually one of the words in the title of our book, and insist. So we'll talk more about those words when we come to them in the story. Okay, I'm going to start reading The Grouchy Ladybug by Carle. Then we have the title page. All right. It was night, and some fireflies danced around the moon. At 5 o'clock in the morning, the sun came up. A friendly ladybug flew in from the left. It saw a leaf with many aphids on it and decided to have them for breakfast. But just then a grouchy ladybug flew in from the right. It too saw the aphids and wanted them for breakfast. I'm going to pause here because this page actually has one of our vocabulary words. You might have heard the word aphid. And if I zoom in here on this picture, you can see that the leaf has little black insects all over. And it was saying that the ladybugs were eating those for breakfast. So we can use our picture clue to figure out that aphids are little black insects. And we also learned that ladybugs like to eat aphids. So yes, aphids are very small insects and they suck the juice from leaves, and then the leaves die. Okay. Good morning, said the friendly ladybug. Go away, shouted the grouchy ladybug. I want those aphids. We can share them, suggested the friendly ladybug. No, they're mine, all mine, screamed the grouchy ladybug. Or do you want to fight me for them? So I'm going to pause there again because we can see that the grouchy ladybug is shouting. He's saying things like, go away. He's not sharing the aphids. So those things all help us to understand that grouchy must mean angry or grumpy, or just not friendly. It's kind of like the opposite of being friendly. And if we zoom in over here and look at his face, he's saying, go away, and he looks very grumpy. So the picture clues can help us figure out what the words mean as well. If you insist, answered the friendly ladybug sweetly. It looked the other bug straight in the eye. The grouchy ladybug stepped back. It looked less sure of itself. Oh, you're not big enough to fight, it said. Then why don't you pick on somebody bigger? I'll do that, screeched the grouchy ladybug. I'll show you. And it puffed itself up and flew off. Now this part's really small, so I'm going to have to hold it closer to the camera there. It says, at 6 o'clock, it met a yellow jacket. Hey you, said the grouchy ladybug. Want to fight? If you insist, said the yellow jacket, showing its stinger. Oh, you're not big enough, said the grouchy ladybug, and flew off. At 7 o'clock, it saw a stag beetle. "Hey, you," said the grouchy ladybug. "Want to fight?" "If you insist," said the stag beetle, opening its jaws. "Oh, you're not big enough," said the grouchy ladybug, and flew off. At 8 o'clock, it came across a praying mantis. "Hey, you," said the grouchy ladybug. "Want to fight?" "If you insist," said the praying mantis, reaching out with its long front legs. "Oh, you're not big enough," said the grouchy ladybug, and flew off. At 9 o'clock, it almost flew into a sparrow. "Hey, you," said the grouchy ladybug. "Want to fight?" "If you insist," said the sparrow, opening its sharp beak. "Oh, you're not big enough," said the grouchy ladybug, and flew off. At 10 o'clock, it saw a lobster. "Hey, you," said the grouchy ladybug. "Want to fight?" "If you insist," said the lobster, stretching its claws. "Oh, you're not big enough," said the grouchy ladybug, and flew off. At 11 o'clock, it bumped into a skunk. "Hey, you," said the grouchy ladybug. "Want to fight?" "If you insist," said the skunk, starting to lift its tail. "Oh, you're not big enough," said the grouchy ladybug, and flew off. At 12 noon, it spotted a boa constrictor. "Hey, you," said the grouchy ladybug. "Want to fight?" "If you insist," said the snake, right after lunch. "Oh, you're not big enough," said the grouchy ladybug, and flew off. At 1 o'clock, it happened upon a hyena. "Hey, you," said the grouchy ladybug. "Want to fight?" "If you insist," said the hyena, laughing eerily and showing its teeth. "Oh, you're not big enough," said the grouchy ladybug, and flew off. At 2 o'clock, it met a gorilla. "Hey, you," said the grouchy ladybug. "Want to fight?" "If you insist," said the gorilla, beating its chest. "Oh, you're not big enough," said the grouchy ladybug, and flew off. At 3 o'clock, it ran into a rhinoceros. "Hey, you," said the grouchy ladybug. "Want to fight?" "If you insist," said the rhinoceros, lowering its horn. "Oh, you're not big enough," said the grouchy ladybug, and flew off. You can see how tiny the ladybug is there compared to the rhino. At 4 o'clock, it encountered an elephant. "Hey, you," said the grouchy ladybug. "Want to fight?" "If you insist," said the elephant, raising its trunk and showing its big tusks. "Oh, you're not big enough," said the grouchy ladybug, and flew off. I'm going to pause there for a second because you may have noticed that each time that the ladybug says "want to fight," the animals respond with "if you insist." And insist was one of our vocabulary words for the book today. And it means sticking to it or not giving up. So the ladybug is asking again and again and again. He's really sticking to it and not giving up. So that means he is insisting. That's a really tricky one. Okay, we're going to move on. At 5 o'clock, it met a whale. "Hey, you," said the grouchy ladybug. "Want to fight?" But the whale didn't answer at all. "You're not big enough anyway," said the grouchy ladybug, and flew off. You can see the ladybug here. At 5:15, the grouchy ladybug said to one of the whale's flippers, "Hey, you, want to fight?" But it got no answer, so it flew on. So here's the flipper and the ladybug up here. At 5:30, the grouchy ladybug said to the whale's fin, "Hey, you, want to fight?" but it got no answer, so it flew on. At 5:15, the grouchy ladybug said to the whale's tail, "Hey you, want to fight?" And the whale's tail gave the grouchy ladybug such a slap that it flew across the sea and across the land. At 6:00, the grouchy ladybug arrived right back where it had started from. "Ah, here you are again," said the friendly ladybug. "You must be hungry. There are still some aphids left. You can have them for dinner." "Oh, thank you," said the wet, tired, and hungry ladybug. It just says you're welcome. Soon all the aphids were gone. "Thank you," said the leaf. "You are welcome," answered both the ladybugs, and they went to sleep. The fireflies, who had been sleeping all day, came out to dance around the moon. And that's the end of the story. And I think that the grouchy ladybug learned a good lesson in this story, that you shouldn't be a bully and pick fights with others. It's better to be friendly and to use your manners like he did at the end here. He started to be friendly at the end. He said thank you, and he was sharing with the friendly ladybug. So that's it for today's reading lesson. Don't forget that you can look at our learning guide for this week, and there are other activities in there for you to complete for reading and math and writing and even poetry. But that's it for our reading lesson today. I hope you all enjoyed it. Have a great day.